You're welcome to Biology Lectures with Akerele Oladimiji Philip. It's my pleasure to have you with me on the lecture today. So this video is for my KS3 students. Basically, this is human reproduction, the male and the female reproductive system. It's homework actually. So let's work this out together. It's a correction actually, which is valid for anybody that's interested in this. KS3 majorly. All right, it says here, use the diagram below to answer the questions that follow. Okay, we're meant to state the name of the parts labeled above. So we can start. Let me use a red pen for that. Okay. A is the ovary, singular. B is the uterus, or commonly called womb. The C is the vagina. Then D is the cervix. All right. Now the E wasn't mentioned in this question, but let me say it here. E is the oviduct, otherwise called fallopian tube, basically. All right, so this explains these different parts. I want you to, at this point, if you can just ask yourself some questions, like what does each of these things does, so to say. For example, the ovary, which is this one, A, produces the egg, at maturity, at puberty. The B, that's where the baby grows. The C, which is vagina, that's the birth canal. Let me say C and D, that's vagina and the cervix forms the birth canal, and it's the same channel for reproduction. Then E is the fallopian tube. Now, this fallopian tube, at this point here, around that point, that's where we have fertilization. So most of the time when the egg has been released every month, the egg is around here, then the sperm cell, if available, comes around here and fertilizes the egg there, basically. So that's explaining fertilization there as one of the function, or the site of fertilization as one of the function of fallopian tube. They can also say, of course, it transports the egg, as it were. So let's come back to the perspective of this class. All right. The next question says, where is egg produced from these parts? So looking at the diagrams you have here on the screen here, where is the egg produced? Well, I think I made mention of that. That's A. You are expected to just write the letter, not the full name. What is the female gamete called? That's the egg or ovum. That's singular, or eggs or ova, plural, so to say. Okay, dash and dash forms the semen. Okay, the sperm cell, the sperm cells and fluids from the glands. If you can remember that the 5 structures that forms the male reproductive system are glands, of course for this level, glands, testes, sperm duct, the penis, and the urethra. These are the structures within which that we have that's what we summarize the male reproductive system into for this KS3. Now, so this gland, of course, if you've been in my class before, I told you it is made up of seminal vesicle and prostate gland. But for the context of this class, Don't worry about that. You can just know that for knowledge sake. Now, male and females are different in the structures that form their reproductive system. Which of these gender is born with all the gametes he or she will use for his or her entire life? Wow, that's the female. Let me explain to you. If this is a woman and she's pregnant with a child, and this child is a female, like that, that female fetus or the embryo, or when the baby is born, already has all the eggs she will need. All the eggs is born with that. But for the only thing that when it gets that, those eggs are not matured actually, but those eggs gets matured at puberty. But for the male is never born with any gametes. It only starts getting better. Sorry, it starts producing the gametes during puberty, during adolescence, so to say. All right, so the answer to this question is female, because they are the ones that could actually, that has all the eggs they need inside of them from birth. What's the name of the structure that helps to transport female gametes from where it is produced, which is the ovary, to where it is needed? So that structure should be oviduct. I made mention of that when I was talking about that diagram, fallopian tube or oviduct, or fallopian tubes. All right. Hope this has been helpful. Please remember to like and share, as well as subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much for being with me.